A new trend is taking the crypto market by storm. It's asset tokenization. It's transforming how real-world and financial assets are issued, traded, and managed. It's the process of converting ownership rights to physical or digital asset in a digital token on a blockchain. This can include various types of assets, such as real estate, art, or commodities. Proponents of asset tokenization say it enhances transparency, liquidity, and accountability in financial transactions. Wow. Paul Powers is the CEO of Physna or Physna. I apologize. All right. Why Physna? Why are investors so interested in what we were describing, asset tokenization? And if you could walk us through that maybe in an easily understandable way for those at home.
Absolutely. So it's interesting because most people, when they hear crypto, they think of these meme coins or gambling. But the most interesting thing happening in 2025 is that we have this silent wave of assets being transformed over, real world assets being transformed over to the blockchain. And what I mean by that is you're essentially tokenizing rights to something, right? So let's say that you and I go in on a building together, we share it. Well, and maybe you want to sell your rights to half of that building and maybe the rent that goes along with that. Well, rather than settling in days and having a long process to sell that, you could sell it as a token, and then somebody else could sell it as a token. And there's this whole ledger of everything that's ever happened, everyone who's ever transferred that token, and you can change the rights in there relatively easily. And so this works not only on things like U.S. Treasuries and real estate, but also on things as small as spare parts that you might have in your inventory. Is something that we're seeing a lot of right now is things like using this tokenization process to actually track where do these parts come from? Were they really manufactured in America, or did somebody buy them from China and then they're trying to pass them off as an American part? The implications are big. The reason that this is newsworthy is that in the past 3 years, there were a few, in 2022, there were a few $1 billion worth of assets that were tokenized. Today, it's around 30 to 40 billion, but it's expected by most major banks that in 3 years from now, it'll be between $2 and $5 trillion of assets are going to be tokenized. And America has an amazing opportunity here to strengthen the dollar, to make U.S. assets, defense, manufacturing easier to invest in. Or we can, punt and let somebody else take over it, but then we're not going to be the backbone of this new digital economy.
Paul Powers with that news. Paul, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Got it. Well,